Sandra's Hard Tale, Part 4 by Amah's Heart. While in school, my dad came to take me home for weekend. When I got to his house, I greeted my stepmom, but she didn't respond to my greeting. My dad took me to my room. I wasn't comfortable at all because of my dad's wife. I don't want to cause misunderstanding between them or make them to start exchanging words and insults. My dad came to my room and saw how uncomfortable I look. He asked me to feel at home, that I should relax my mind. He went to the kitchen to get me something to eat. I ate and remained in my room. I don't want to come out and my dad's wife will see me and start feeling bad. The next day, which was Saturday, I got up early in the morning and started by cleaning the whole house. I did what I was supposed to do even before she came out of their room. I went to the kitchen too and cleaned everywhere after washing the dirty plates that we used the previous day. My stepmom came to the kitchen that morning and met me cleaning the whole house. I greeted her cheerfully, but she did not respond again for the second time. I felt bad with her cold attitude towards me. I wish she can be little friendly. I wish she can respond to my greeting or even a little nice, but she wasn't and did not hide her coldness towards me. I tried to please her during the day, but she doesn't look pleased. She was just all quiet. I overheard her and my dad exchanging words in their room. I could not hear what exactly they were arguing about. I guess it was about me. It makes me more uncomfortable. It was obvious that I wasn't welcome in their home. I could not wait for Sunday to come for me to leave. I didn't really know what I could do or what not to do in order to get along with my father's wife. I understand it may all be because she doesn't have a child of her own and don't feel pleased that my dad had me in the past and decided to bring me to their home. My presence probably reminded her a whole lot of things or make her feel like it was her fault that she has not been able to conceive. None of this was my intention. I really wish she can see that I only meant well and not more. Since I can't force her to like me, I decided to wait patiently for the next day, which was Sunday, to arrive so that I would be out of the house and back to school. Finally, Sunday came. My daddy dropped me at the park and I traveled back to my base. I could not attend my class until another semester break came. Lucia and I traveled back home for the holiday. We had a good time at home with mom and my kid brothers. Viwa was no longer coming to the house like before. She located to another town, but she usually calls my mom on phone to know what is happening around her, and my mom will quickly update her on everything going on. As the festive holiday was ongoing, my stepdad decided to travel out to another town, but he didn't inform us where exactly he was going to spend the Christmas. We had a great festive period that Christmas. My stepdad wasn't part because he hardly stayed home. Things keep getting worse with him and my mom. After the festive period was over, my stepdad was back to staying home and keeping to himself as usual. One day, my stepdad called my mom one evening that he wanted to talk. He said he wanted to talk to my mom and I and Lucia should also join. My mom knew he was up to something. It's been over several years of living like a stranger in the same house, and then suddenly my stepdad wanted to talk. We were seated in the living room, my mom, my stepfather, Lucia and I, while the boys were sleeping already in their room. So when we were all seated quietly waiting for whatever he was about to say, my stepfather looked at my mom and asked her all of a sudden, "Tell me, who is the father of Sandra?" He asked my mom while pointing at me. My mom looked at me but didn't say anything. She remained mute without answering the question. Since my mom didn't reply him, my stepfather turned to me and asked, "Who is your father?" I was speechless too and did not respond to his question. He smiled sarcastically and said, "Okay, since none of you want to answer my question, I will help both of you by answering." He looked at my mom with fire in his eyes and then back to me before saying, "Two of you take me for a fool. You thought I don't know what has been going on. Before you take a step, I'm already ahead of you. Whatever you do in secret will still be revealed to me. I have my ears everywhere around you." He looked at me and started pointing a finger straight at my face while he continued to talk. "I know you have been communicating with your real father, whose name is Palo, your mother's side cock. Yes, are you surprised?" I know everything. I know everything that you both has been going. You thought you were hiding it from me. Your mother lied to me that she is the one sending you to school and paying your expensive fees in that expensive school that you attended. I laughed within me because she actually took me for a fool and thought I believed her. I did my finest like I always do, and it came out that everything I've suspected was true. I noticed that it's actually your father that is taking responsibility of your school. Yes, don't be shocked because I'm not yet done. You even visited him from school and he also pays your accommodation fee in school aside the of school dues. My point is simple and clear. Since you finally met your father and he's taking care of you, there is no need of same house with me. Go and continue to live with your father. You no longer belong here. Pack your things and leave my house. I don't want to house another man's child under my roof. As for your mother, whatever she wants to do with her life is all her business. I'm not responsible for her upkeep or well-being anymore. I have already washed my hands off her a long time ago. If she decides to stay here, then it's her business. If she decides to leave, it's best choice for her because I will never be responsible for her well-being. In fact, it's better I don't see her at all because her presence means nothing to me. You people thought you can keep doing hide and seek for me. I have my eyes and ears around you and whatever you do will be revealed to me. After the whole talk, we quietly walked out of his sight without having anything further to say. My mom was surprised that my dad knew all her secrets. She began to wonder how he got to know so much. It occurs to her immediately that it was only Viva, her best friend, that she told all her secrets, and Viva has always assured and swear to keep all her secrets safe. My mom had always updated Viva about everything because she trusts her dear friend so much. But now, she wasn't sure anymore. She was deeply worried on how all the old and the latest information got to my dad. Everything she shared with Viva that was meant to be kept as a secret was right in front of my stepdad. My mom had her doubts. My mom said her Viva is not capable of betraying her, so she decided to pressure Lucia if she updated my dad by any chance or whatever means. Lucia said she can never do such. She was not the one. I know Lucia was telling the truth. She's definitely not the one that leaked what's supposed to be a secret to my dad. My mom, after asking Lucia, decided to call Viva just to confirm. She put it on speaker and began to speak to her. After asking her, Viva screamed in shock. How is that even possible? Who could have done such? You trust me with so much. How can you even think I will go behind your back to tell your husband all your secrets? I have never failed you all these years and will never start now. I'm feeling disappointed that you of all people would think I will betray your trust. You are my best friend and we are not just starting today. We have been friends for many years. I have value for friendship and your secret remains safe with me. I can never ever do such a thing. You probably heard it from somewhere, but not from me. I don't speak to your husband. We have nothing to talk about. I was only close to him back then because I was trying to help you mend your home. But ever since I relocated to another town, distance has become a barrier. My two kids are grown. I'm focusing on my own happiness, and that is all that matters at this moment. I didn't do such a thing and would never reveal your secret to anyone. Trust me. Eva kept talking, denying ever doing such a thing. She told my mom that the world is too small. Perhaps Palo discussed with someone who knows my stepdad and it gets to his ear that she could not do such a thing to my mom. My mother believed her. She felt convinced that Viva was actually saying the truth. Within me, I was not convinced. I had doubts on Viva. My mother never told anyone of her secret except Viva. She has no other friend that she trusts so much like Viva. Aside me and Lucia, who knows about the ongoing thing about my real dad, Viva was the first to know even before us. Palo, my dad, can't stoop low and start involving in petty gossip when all he has wanted to do was to protect me by all means. Viva was my only target in mind. But because my mother believed her so much, he believed that every word. I tried not to push it. Since my stepdad wanted me out of the house, one of the options was to travel down to my dad's town and move in. My dad would be happy to have me. But what of his wife? I spent only one weekend there and she made it unbearable for me. As I began to pack my bags, I have so many thoughts running through my mind. I wasn't too worried at the time. At the same time, I was because a man I once looked up to as a father had just kept me out of the house, out of the only home that I've come to know. As I look over at my mom, she was still wondering how my dad got all her secrets right in his palm. Got all the secret that she have hidden for so long, the old secret and the new secret. My dad knew everything. My mom did not stop wondering. She refused to believe that Viva would ever do such. Within my mind, even as I packed my bag, I knew Viva may be the betrayer, despite she sound convincing over the phone. When the secret is out already, how it got out, nobody knows and nobody's sure. Now the question remains, where do I go from here? There's only one place on my mind, and it's definitely not my hostel, and it's definitely not the best option. Where do I go from here exactly? Watch out for Sandra's Hotel Part 5 by Amah's Heart.